Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, and I'm at the little gas station here, just leaving. It's called Allsups, Allsups. Gasoline is $2.99 a gallon here in Carrizozo, New Mexico. But what I want to tell you is, guys, I had a brainstorm. Actually, it was to me it was. To anybody else, it's probably a brain poop. But I'm thinking about the inside of that two-car garage that's on the property that I'm buying here in Carrizozo, New Mexico. 24 feet by 24 feet, 516 square feet. So what can that be used for? Well, you could park two cars in there, but I don't have to. I got one. Do I need to park my car in a garage? Well, no, never have, or haven't worried about it, because I usually don't keep them that long. So, but anyway. So one option would be to, hire a remodeler if you can find one. See, everybody says, well, why don't you just remodel the inside of that garage? Well, that's great. Who's going to do it? You can't find anybody to do anything. Shit. It's not. This is not Houston, Texas. This population here is 800, and the nearest town around is Ruidoso. I think it's 7,000 or 8,000, whatever it is. But anyway, enough said about that. So, to remodel, if I could find somebody, would probably cost about $20,000, I would imagine, in that range. It depends on who I got and how bad they wanted to cheat me. So, and besides that, dealing with real remodelers, I don't know if any of you have. Most of them are, or some of them are really honest, straight up people, but there are some, like in every other profession, that are just cons, But anyway, so what I moved on to was I thought, well, what can I do there myself? What could I do without having to have any help at all? Well, I thought, well, hell, you can buy, I could buy a yurt. It's like a tent-like thing, but they call them yurts. You can look at them on Amazon. They're about $1,000, but they're like little homes, And inside that garage, they would last forever, because they wouldn't be exposed to the rain and the sun and the wind and all that stuff. And they're really like a little house, all right? And, I could prepare the floor, and put some of those tiles down, cover it with a, carpet pad or something, and then put the tent on top of that. And I could do all of that myself. And so I could do all of that with, rig up a shower and get some electrical cooking appliances, like a countertop oven, countertop toaster, countertop microwave, you know what I mean. And have me a little kitchen, and then for a shower, you can rig up a shower, and they make little 110 volt water heaters that are like $90, and so that would work. And as far as like a kitchen sink, hey man, there's people out there boondocking and camping that have figured out something, okay? Trust me on that. Let's see if I can get that a little better. Now I've got it all fuzzed up, don't I? Anyway, so that's kind of what my brainstorm was, is just to use a tent of some kind in there. In fact, I found some tents that would work that had 6 foot 4 inch sides and a 7 foot center height for like $300 delivered. So where am I going now? I'm going out to Mountain Springs RV Park, because somebody came by to visit me. It looked like they brought some goats, so I'm going to go see if I can see who it was. Anyway, but back to that. So as far as the like the refrigerator, I'd get 2 of those small ones, those little like 4 cubic foot things they make. You can order them on Amazon and have them delivered, because see, I have to have everything delivered because I don't have a car big enough to carry anything. But I would get one regular just refrigerator, and then I would get one freezer. So I would have a large freezing area and a regular refrigerator to put stuff in. And of course, rig up a shower. And then as far as the toilet, I just get one of those 5-gallon buckets like I've done before, because all I do is poop in a bag, throw it in the trash anyway, pee in a jug, dump it on the ground. I'm doing that now. And I got a flush toilet. And as far as cooking, I mentioned about the the countertop appliances. And what I could do there, see, I've got a 50 amp plug right next to the garage. So what I could do is hook up to that 50 amp plug, run that inside the garage, and then come off of that with a 50 amp to 110 adapter, and then plug in some outlets to that, and that would work pretty good, I think. And as far as a bed, hell, I don't know, rig up some kind of a twin bed setup, or a futon, double futon or something, and that would work. Now, and then somebody's going to think forward like I did. I thought, well, after I thought for a few minutes, I thought, well, what the hell do I need to do anything for? Why put anything in there? Just fix it up. You know what I mean? But the problem you've got there is, during the summers here, it gets pretty warm, and that's when I plan on being here when I come up from Texas, is in the summer, the hottest months in Texas, and it's also the hottest months here. So I will need an air conditioner. So I thought there, I would get me a 110 volt, 6,000 BTU air conditioner, and rig it up on the tent some way, to blow that cool air in there, and then the tent would retain the cool air much better than the aluminum walls. You know what I mean? So that would work for cooling, and then I could also, if it wasn't enough or whatever, I'd get another one, get two of them if I needed them, and that would work fine. And if I needed, maybe an oscillating fan or something, but and then as far as like watching YouTube and stuff, I can use my laptop, or if I needed to, I could get a little small TV, but I don't think I would. But so that's how that would work, and I think it would. I could do the whole thing. I could do the whole thing. I've budgeted $1,500 for the whole thing, and that could be using a yurt or just a large tent. I think I'd go with just a large tent, because what you're paying for with the yurt is the quality of that fabric. Okay, you're paying a lot for that. Do I need that? No. But the upside of the yurt, even though it's a little more expensive, is if you put an air conditioner in that one window, or one of the windows it has, or openings, it would certainly retain the cooler temperatures much better than the very thin walled nylon tents. So there is a plus to paying a little more for that. But that's a thought. And for those of you that have garages that are not in use, and you're thinking about making an extra room out of, look at those yurts on Amazon, because they'll fit in a garage. They sure will, and they're very good quality stuff. Yeah, and you could make you fix your little cooking area in there and everything. Yeah, I just get some of those folding tables and put all the cooking stuff on there, and have much more countertop than I have now in the RV, or that I've had in any RV for that matter. And as far as a bed, not a problem at all. Restroom, not a problem at all. Shower, there you hit a bump there. So I think that would be pretty easy to do also, in that, well, anyway, I won't get into details on that, but I've thought it through. Just get you a kind of a tub to stand in, and put your shower curtain around it, and put your drain hose on it, just let it run, dig a little hole under that garage and run that hose out, and then be sure that the little thing you're going to stand in is about 6 inches higher than where you want the water to drain out the other side. You'd be good. I'm sure that would work. And as far as hot water, I mentioned that you buy a little 110 volt hot water heater. And as far as the kitchen sink, no problem, same thing. You can use a 12 volt pump if you want to pump water around, but I don't need a 12 volt pump, because I've got city water and pressure, so I don't need any of that. But anyway, having said that, but that's not going to happen immediately. There's no need for that, because I'll be able to come out here hopefully for the next, 4 or 5 years in the RV and live in it, because I am, quote, building. You know what I mean? I am actually building. I mean, I went out and drove a nail in the ground yesterday to prove it. So, but there's several out there like I am that are just RVing it. You know what I mean? And as long as you're not a real slob and have junk cars and junk it up, nobody's going to say a word, I don't think, or I don't think so. And even if they do, what are they going to do? Drag you into court? My God, to get an attorney to handle that? Hey, wow, what are you talking about? Be that as it may, that's kind of the direction now. Now on to chapter 2 of what I'm doing now today, I am going out to Mountain Springs RV Park to check on it. Because it's a great spot, man. And why did I leave there? Because I wanted to buy that place over in Carrizosa, out there where I am, Valley del Sol, and so I just had to get going on that. And it's not a problem. That's where I am, guys. I mean, I'm trying to live. I mean, I'm not sitting in a rocking chair or in a recliner watching MSNBC. Beautiful day. Temperature right now 61 top down degrees, I guess. Top up or top down means like if you had a convertible, would this be a day you'd put the top down? Maybe. I've had a couple of convertibles. I had an an Austin Healey Bug-Eye Sprite. I think it was a 1960. It was a little convertible. I had it for a couple of years, and then I bought me a Volkswagen convertible. Yeah, that was the only two convertibles I've ever had. And after that, I said I'd never have another one. Why? Well, because it's either too hot, too cold, too wet. I mean, it's never just perfect. I got a dark chocolate almond in my mouth. I know. It's not good manners to eat when you're talking, or talk when you're eating, eat when you're talking. I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. We get up here and turn on the ranch road. I'll end the video, let you enjoy the scenery right now. As usual, beautiful blue skies. I'm cruising along at warp 3, 60 miles an hour, averaging 49.4 miles to the gallon. Is that great? Shit, man. I mean, this is the greatest thing I ever did was buy this little old car. No kidding. No kidding. I don't think anybody else in the whole world drives slow, except me. That guy's from Arizona. If you're from Arizona, you don't have to obey the speed limit. It's 65, I'm going 62. Well, yeah, 62. So anyway, guys, an idea for the two-car carport is a tent. It'll work. But again, I'm not going to do it now. And so I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments, people suggesting a lot of things, and that's fine. But hang on to them, to those thoughts, because it'll probably be 3 or 4 more seasons before I do anything in the garage, because it'll be at that time when I'm getting ready to get rid of the motorhome and kind of give up sort of RVing, so to speak, and that may be, hell who knows, maybe never. I mean, may not give it up. So we're not far. It's got a little building on the right. You can't see it yet, but up there, the marker for making this turn, up here on the right is a building with a red roof. There used to be a big RV park right there. I mean, a big one, but it's all closed now. And then on the left, you turn left there and you go up to about a mile and a half or whatever it is to the Mountain Springs RV Park, and they were all part of the same group, And but they were busy. I mean, you couldn't even get in there years ago. And now it's just a vacant building, and it's got all those little RV sites out behind it. So if somebody wanted to make an investment, I don't know how you'd come out on it. Depends on how you charge. I don't know. It's a funny thing, man. There's like two kinds of RV sites, just the old plain old Joe's RV site and Bill's or whatever. And then there's the RV resorts. Well, I have to tell you, these RV resorts do pretty damn good. And they charge a hell of a number. But anyway, enough said about that, because we're turning into the sun now. I knew I would. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, from close to Mountain Springs RV Ranch, this is Rusty 78609 saying, thumbs up. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you one penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, buy whatever you choose. No kidding. Buy you a yurt. Yeah, they're pretty neat, man. No kidding. And then what else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. You know, keep your health and keep your mind clean. Adios, amigos. Till next time. Bye-bye.